Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. I am here with my fellow hosts.
I'm Joker.
And Jack is muted.
Jack, why are you muted?
Again? I don't
Jackie
know.
boy, where'd you go?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh my gosh. Like, why?
Oh,
I
we
couldn't
are
tell you,
all idiots
frankly.
today. Welcome to the story of my life.
We're
Welcome
having
to our
fun.
walking blooper reel.
Yeah, pretty much. So, today we're going to talk about Disney, and specifically their live-action remakes. Why?
Why, Disney? Why?
I think it's funny because like Mufasa just came out and like it was destroyed by Sonic.
Well,
I can't
most things
stand the
would
music
be.
in it. Like, there's a song that keeps on being played over and over again. I'm like, this is such a stupid song. It is so bad.
Yeah, he's just
I freaking
repeating,
hate it.
"This is my brother. This is my brother. What the fuck?" And like, what? I actually like this one meme where I saw where somebody uh put the song over like stuff from Gumball, and it's like this actually makes more sense. This would be what Gumball would sing. This is not what freaking Scar, I should say, should be singing about Mufasa. What the hell? I don't know.
Wow.
It's such a stupid song. I can't stand it. Whoever wrote this song is an idiot.
I mean, it's
Fire
memeable.
them, Disney.
It's memeable as hell.
It's just a horrible, horrible song.
Yeah.
With that song, I do not want to watch Mufasa.
Yeah.
I'm
That's fair.
sorry. I will not watch that movie with that song in it.
Although I do have to say, I think it's funny. Speaking of that, so because of Mufasa coming out, they did a trailer for Lilo and Stitch that is basically they're setting it up like it's a like it's the Mufasa trailer or it's a Lion King trailer, and they actually do end up it being for Stitch, but it's still not the same as the he got his own movie or whatever. I love the old he got his own movie. Why did we get rid of those? Or why did they? I don't know. I love those. I love those as a kid.
I don't know.
Impossible to say.
Yeah. Honestly, I still don't understand why they ended the show, the original show for Lilo and Stitch, because that was so much fun, and we did not get even close to all 626 or all 626 cousins.
Yes, 626 Pokemon. That's exactly what you meant to say.
Well, I mean, they look like Pokemon, but yeah, there's like there's
They're
supposed
not
to-
wrong, but
there's 628
They're not.
Pokemon or 628 cousins in total, including Stitch, and and then there's also like
Alien.
627 and 628, which we never see 628. What the fuck? I don't know.
How do we know there is one?
Huh?
How do we know there is one?
So so in the 627 episode, Jumba has a ball for 628, but it's like hinting that they're going to have an episode about 628 in the future, but because of the fact that the show got canceled, they never did 628.
Oh.
And it's funny because like Leroy when Leroy came out, Jumba said, "Why don't we just call him 627?" And freaking Gantu is like, "You already made 627," and he's like, "I did." But yeah,
Hold
like
on.
I guess people just didn't watch the show, which is just kind of sad because the show was so much fun, and like Leroy and Stitch is taking place after they have found all 626 of the other cousins, and or 624, whatever it is, however many it is that they have, that they had to find. And they rehabilitated them, got them in their own places. Granted, 627 and 628 are still under lock and key, but like the rest of them have been redeemed and all that jazz. Um, but like freaking one of them is I think it's funny because like some of them actually went off with like the other Disney Channel shows. Like I think Rufus from uh Kim Possible is one of the cousins, and he went off with obviously Kim and Ron, right? Yeah, Ron. And then I think like one of them went off with the Proud Family, or not with the Proud Family themselves, but with like the guy who was like the announcer or whatever. He went off with him. And I don't know if they ever like did anything about that in the Proud Family, but yeah, I don't know. There were so many collabs with that, and it was so much fun. Like there was a freaking American Dragon one. There was a Proud Family, like I said, and what's that? Recess? Is that what it's called? That show?
Ooh, I
what-
loved that show.
Yeah, there was like there was a collab with that. And I don't remember what cousin it was, but like all of the cousins like show up eventually, and like the only ones that um I think freaking what's his name in Leroy and Stitch says, you forgot Stitch and 625, but he says like 624, I think. So did they capture Rufus? In which case, where the fuck is he in Leroy and Stitch? I don't know. It's weird. Oh, there's so many. There's so many of them. I don't know. I need to. I need to rewatch Leroy and Stitch. But that's my point about Lilo and Stitch. There was so much that they did with it. They didn't need to make a remake. Sorry. You should have just continued the show back in the day. I don't know. I'm
The
I agree
money
with
game.
that.
It's a freaking money game.
yeah.
But Disney's movies have been flopping. Every time they go to theaters, they have been flopped. Like, nothing has worked. Especially with the remakes. The only remakes that I will watch for the... Sorry, not remakes. Retellings is Maleficent and Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, those are good.
They are good. The remakes are not.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like some of them were actually kind of good. Like it was like Maleficent was fun. And
It was a retell and not a...
yeah. And that's like kind of the thing though with freaking I don't know. There were a lot. There was a lot that was going on with that, and I think like one of the things that I would like to bring up with the whole remake thing is that retellings are fine, but the problem is that they all of these things that they are doing, they're promoting them as like remakes, and like if you didn't do that, I think that it would probably be significantly better. Like, hey, you remember this story? Well, we wanted to like give somebody else a chance to tell this story in their own way, or something like that, because there's like these things are in the public. Many of these shows are in the public domain, so it's not like necessarily the worst idea to have people telling their own versions of them. But when it comes to all of this shit, it's just like, yeah, what are we supposed to do with this? Are we supposed to just call it for the year or what? I don't know. I think it's one of the things that kind of like. I think a lot of people liked Alice in Wonderland. I could be wrong about that. I don't think people liked the second one as much, but
Oh, Alice in Wonderland, the first one was really good. I like that one.
yeah.
The second one was not bad.
Yeah, I think that they were like, oh, this one did actually really well. Let's make another one. And then they were like, oh, they fumbled the ball so hard. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like with all of these remakes and stuff, is like it's not necessarily a problem if you actually are enjoying this stuff. But if you're just doing it to make money, then you're not going to succeed. And that's a big problem with all these. Um like granted with like the remakes and all that jazz, if you're remaking something that is completely your own property, such as Lilo and Stitch or the I mean technically Lion King is their own thing. It's just Hamlet, but but
Yeah,
with
it
lions.
is
It's just Hamlet with
with
lions.
lions.
But so that's a kind of a different situation. That's a weird situation, anyways. Um, but like Lilo and Stitch is completely their own thing. If you want to make something that is actually about this about these characters and stuff, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But if you're just doing it to make money and you're not making that much money with it, why put so much resources behind these things? Like just make things that you're interested in. Not like cash grabs. That's what this is just a cash grab. Like granted some people would some people after watching it there are people who are like, "Oh yeah, this is actually like really good." Blah 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 blah.
I lost my train of thought.
Me too. Sorry, I'm also dealing with other things. But I don't know. The
Squirrel.
yeah, ADHD. Oh, what else is there?
ADHD.
Was there any like I think the only one that was basically a one for one remake that I liked was maybe I don't know. Maybe Beauty and the Beast. I like Beauty and the Beast. I know that not everyone did. But they also added a lot of stuff to that, and it was kind of interesting. And it kind of dealt with the history of in that area. So I kind of liked that. Because the plague had just happened. Yeah, it would have killed a lot of people. And that actually explains like a whole bunch more. And it's not necessarily something that would be I don't know. A lot of people hated that movie, and including my my acting teacher, he hated that movie so much, mostly because he considered it like a terrible musical, which I don't completely agree with. I don't know. Here, let me go to the Disney. Let me go to Disney Plus because that will actually help me figure things out with what we're. There we go. Disney Plus. Watch list. That will probably give me some answers. I thought there was something else that was really good. Or not good. I don't know. You know, actually, let's talk about a live action remake that's technically not a live action remake. Sorcerer's Apprentice is a live action remake of that one scene from Fantasia. And
Yes.
it's amazing, but it's literally them wanting. They got this idea from this one basic thing, and then they ran with it, and they had so much fun with it. It is one of the best
Yes.
movies ever, and like this is what you should be doing if you're going to be making things. Like take aspects of your movies and be like, you know what? Let's expand on them. Let's make something completely new and original, based with like a little bit of pieces from this one project, and then have fun with it. That would be, I think that would be fine. Same thing. Like
I kind of wish they did more.
yeah, and like Pirates of the Caribbean is based off of their freaking
Right.
ride. Yeah, it's based off the ride, and then they made it into this multi-million-dollar thing series that is like one of the best series ever. I still don't I know that some people really didn't like the later ones, but I loved them. I loved every single one of them. So yeah.
The last one was too corny.
That's understandable. I liked them. I liked all of them. I think that I understand why people didn't like some of the later ones, but I still liked all of them. What else was there that was like kind of just like out there, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I feel like there was something else.
That Disney did.
Yeah, that Disney did, and it was just like, yeah, this is actually like what you should be doing. But I don't know. Like, it's one thing that I will say is that it's not necessarily a bad thing to be making remakes. It's not. The problem is that if you just do it to make a remake to just make money, that's where your problems are going to arise. And the thing is, like, people know that this is a remake and it's just to make money. But if you're making a movie to have fun, and like, that's one of the reasons why like some of the low budget films that have been made actually do like significantly better than like other things, because they know that a lot of the low budget people don't want like, they want to support it and be like, oh, this is actually like incredible, you did so much good stuff with this. And I don't know, I liked it. I think that there's some things that they need to do better. Well, there was something else though, and I can't remember what it was. That was also like a live action remake that was like, actually, this is pretty good. But I don't know. Most of them, it's just like, dude, do something better. I feel like there was, yeah. I mean, Oz the Great and Powerful, that was fun.
That was pretty good.
I know that not everybody liked it. I know not everybody liked it. Why?
I hate that movie. It was with a fiery passion.
Oh boy.
It's not my favorite.
Jack, what do you think about it?
I like it.
Okay. Like, when was that made? That was in 2013? Okay. So that was between yeah, that was between the two Alice movies. And I think it's like mostly it's not canon like at all. It's just like, here's some ideas of what could have happened. And I liked it. I think it was fun. I don't know. I don't know. It's fun. I think that there's a lot of things that they could have, that obviously they could have done better, but I don't know. I like it. I don't know. The important thing, and also speaking of which, while I'm thinking about it, there is going to be an anime of Alice in Wonderland, and I think that that's kind of what I'm trying to get at is like, if you want to make something that is about, say, let me look at this. If you want to make something that is based off of something that already exists, maybe your best option is just to look at the see what it is there, and then, okay, I now know what I want to do, and rework things, have fun with it. There's no real problem with making something that's in the public domain and making it into something incredible. Like, another like Alice in Wonderland, they're making an anime for that. It's an anime movie. But so that and it looks very fun from what I've seen.
Like they did with the Lord of the Rings.
Not exactly. It's not connected through Disney at all. Alice in Wonderland is in the public domain, dude. So
no, like the Lord of the Rings, the animated movie that they did.
Well, I mean, kinda, sorta, not really, because that was like directly connected to the people who made the original the Lord of the Rings movies, the live action movies. Peter Jackson was heavily involved, but this is like no connection with anything else. This is just a random anime that is based off Alice in Wonderland. It's closer to Barrage by Horikoshi, because that is literally Prince and the Pauper, but the prince fucking dies.
Oh boy.
Seriously, watch Barrage, or not watch, read Barrage if you ever get the chance. It's only 2 volumes, and it's unfortunately over, but it's one of the greatest manga that I've ever read, and it's made by the same guy who made My Hero Academia. And it's just so sad because it got canceled really early on. But it was like his last project before My Hero Academia took off.
I love My Hero. I need to catch up.
Yeah. Also, the main character in it is in the last season of My Hero Academia. So, or he's going to be. So look out for that when that comes out, because he's like he at least in the manga he's like there for a single panel. So I feel like they're going to put something in there with him. So I feel like they have to put him in, because it's Horikoshi's own thing. So there's really no problem with them putting him in. And maybe it will cause people to actually check him out and read the rest of Barrage. And maybe he'll go back to it. But yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, live action remakes. But yeah, like you can use like different media, especially Disney. Here's the thing to listen to: take something that you, if you want to keep making remakes, maybe take something that you've done before, and put a massive swing on it. Like, I don't know,
Like Cruella.
Huh?
Cruella was awesome. I love that movie.
I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Or Maleficent.
Go watch it.
I will.
So good, and they're making a second one, and I'm so excited because they made a second one of Maleficent, and that one was really good too. I should watch it again.
I haven't watched that one actually. I don't think.
I'm sorry, you're fired.
I'm sorry. I need to get. I'm kind of nervous about. I was kind of nervous about watching the live action stuff for a while, including the things that I liked. So that's part of it, and I understand why.
But it's not a remake; it's a retelling, and the retellings are so much better.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll watch them eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, like, didn't they make like a Dumbo thing recently? A live action Dumbo. And it's like, I don't.
Oh yes.
And a Lady and the Tramp, but those ones only. The Lady and the Tramp only went to Disney Plus.
Okay.
And the Lady and the Tramp was actually pretty good. I have it on good faith from my friend whose favorite movie growing up was The Lady and the Tramp. Okay. And we watched it one day while she was not feeling good. And she said it was quite good. So have it on good faith.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have not watched it. Nor will I watch it. Nor will I watch the Peter Pan movie that they did.
Wait, which Peter Pan movie?
The live action one.
There's like 20.
Yeah, pick one.
The newest one.
Peter Pan. Oh, Peter Pan and Wendy. I actually wanted to watch that.
Yes, Peter Pan and Wendy.
Okay. I was confused which one you were talking about. I do actually want to see that one. I haven't seen it yet.
I will refuse to watch that one. And I will refuse to watch The Little Mermaid.
Wait, there was a... They made something in 2020 called Wendy?
What?
I don't know. So apparently in 2020, there was Disney made something called Wendy.
Oh, yeah.
This reimagining of Peter Pan centers on a young girl who is trapped in a mysterious island where time has stopped. Interesting. I don't know, but yeah, I like. There's so many Peter Pan movies. There was like that one Peter Pan movie. I think it was just called Peter Pan, but it was like when we were kids, it came out, and like every single girl I know had a crush on like, on the guy who played Peter Pan.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. It's based off of a book series.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I have the DVD of that, and it was I actually really enjoyed that. I had a crush on Wendy at that point. Yeah, I think it was 2003. Let me see here.
Yeah, that one's based off of a book.
Well, I mean, Peter Pan is a book, so.
Peter Pan is a book, and then there's a bunch of Peter Pan books.
Yeah.
Never mind. This is not the one I was thinking of.
Peter Pan 2003. Is that it? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. 2003 Peter Pan. Yeah, every single girl at that time had like a crush on Peter, and every guy had a crush on Wendy. Like at least that were in that age range. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Like, obviously, like if you were in that age range, then it was then obviously that would have been like no. But like at the time, if you were yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It was funny and it was cute. It was a cute movie, and also like actually seeing her sewing his his shadow onto him. That was just like in the movie. It's like or in the cartoon, it's whatever because it's just like, oh, she's sewing it onto his shoes. He doesn't wear shoes. He's barefoot, so it's like she's actually like sewing it into his skin, and like you don't see it. You don't actually see her doing this because obviously not. But at the same time, it's like, ew. Like you're thinking about it, you're like, oh no. See, that's a good version. That's a good version. Hook is a good version. But with oh my gosh, that was 91. Dang.
It was. I know.
Like,
I like Hook.
that is such a good
Hook was
movie.
It's the best one.
Uh,
Hook is the best live action
Peter Pan movie,
one.
probably.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Probably. It probably is.
Put your claws away.
Yeah. I'd have to say either Hook or Peter Pan 2003. One of those two is probably the best version. So, yeah. But, yeah. Like, I don't know. It was like... It was such a weird time, and it was just kind of hilarious. But, like... These are the kinds of examples of what you should be doing if you're going to be making something. Is like... Put your own spin on it. Actually tell a story that is complete. That it doesn't have to be completely your own. That's not the issue here. The issue is that you have to that if you're going to
You can't just
something...
remake the same thing. You can't just reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if you're having fun, people will notice. People will love your characters, and that's the importance.
Be like
there.
Pixar.
Yeah. And like Disney, you own Pixar. Like, take a look at what they've done. Look at what you own with Pixar, and they've done such amazing things. So I don't know.
They've been really good recently.
Yeah. I mean,
Even if I do cry while watching Elemental now.
Huh? Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I mean, granted, not everything is like the best thing in the world. Like I don't know. I haven't watched like a lot of the Pixar shows or whatever they are, like Dream Productions.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't watched those either.
But like that's mostly because I don't really want to watch a show right now about like it's not necessary. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot with that. But, like, what was the most recent
I watched
Pixar
Baymax.
movie? Baymax? Oh, yeah!
Baymax.
Baymax. Yeah, that was fun. But what was the most recent thing for, from, Pixar? Was it Inside Out 2, or was it, like...
I think it was.
When did Soul come out? 2020. Red was 2022. Where's Inside Out 2? There it is. Inside Out 2. That was 2024. So yeah, Inside Out 2 was the most recent thing.
Yeah.
Which
and before that, when was Luca?
I think, yeah,
2021.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was between Soul and Turning Red, which Soul was amazing. I love Soul.
Soul was.
It's so good.
I never finished
Soul
it.
is good.
It's
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh, you have to.
Yeah, I think like Turning Red is good. I don't think that's necessarily a movie for everyone, and I think that that's like something that a lot of people might not understand. Going into it.
No, you know what's funny? Let go. Let go.
Freaking cats.
Oh my god. Let go.
And you were saying?
You know what's funny though? Mama Bear loves red pandas, but she hates Turning Red because, quote, it's too cringy.
It is.
That's understandable.
And I was like, Mama Bear, it's 2002. It's supposed to be cringy. That's
Yeah.
literally the point.
Yeah, and I think that that's kind of the thing is like because of the fact that it is 2002 is when it's taking place. It's
No,
like
I love
we,
it.
we all like
That's
just
one
like
of my
"Ah!"
safe movies.
The emotions.
That's one
We
of the
remember
movies
this
where if I
shit.
just nah, dude. If that's one of my safe movies.
Fair.
Inside Out 2 as well.
Oh, you know what? What I'm so fucking pissed that it just did not succeed. Onward. What the fuck?
Oh,
Why
I
was
know.
I liked Onward.
Why? Why was it
That
only
movie was
on Disney
incredible.
Plus? Holy shit!
It wasn't. It was in theaters.
No, it wasn't. Because it was 2020, they didn't put it in theaters.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
And I'm so pissed about that. Like, it's one of the best movies ever, and because it was made in it came out in 2020, they had to put it only on Disney Plus. They couldn't put it in theaters.
That's right. I remember that.
And it was just like, fuck you! I think Luca was the same thing. I think Luca
I was
didn't...
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Luca was the same thing.
And it's just like, fuck you for putting both Onward and Luca only on Disney Plus because we wanted to see those in theaters.
They would have been so good in theaters.
It really would have. I love Onward. It's so good, and it's just like
the next thing we got in theaters was Lightyear.
I think you're right, and it like that failed because it was so bad.
I know for a fact that it was in theaters because I saw it in theaters on Christmas Day.
Oh my gosh, that thing was... What did you think of that, actually?
I actually really liked it, but I know
okay.
I'm in the minority there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, and I will not see it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Joker. It's just like... I've seen clips of it.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah.
I see no points.
I've seen clips of it, and I'm just like, what the hell? What is this thing?
It's cute.
No, it's not.
I also haven't seen Toy Story 4, but that's mostly because it's just like, you've made too many Toy Stories at this point. Just stop.
No, but Toy Story 4 is so much better than Toy Story 3.
I watched
Toy Story
that one
3
because I was so bored one day.
Yeah, I think that's why I saw
during COVID.
What?
I was so bored one day during COVID. I'm like, okay, we're gonna put this movie on, and it's not my favorite.
Toy Story 3, but Toy Story 4 is amazing.
Yeah, it's because of Toy Story 3 that I didn't watch Toy Story 4 though, and I think that that was a big answer for a lot of people as to why.
And now they're doing a fifth one.
Yeah.
Without Toy Story 4, we wouldn't have Forky, and I am obsessed with Forky.
That's fair. But
Forky is incredible. That's another one of the Disney shows I've watched. That's Forky asks the question: if you stick your claws in my foot one more time, I'm throwing you out the window.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the only thing with Toy Story 4 is just because of Toy Story 3, and it's not a bad movie. Like what I've seen of it online through like clips and shit, it's not a bad movie. And I understand why people like it. I understand why you like it. But I don't want to watch it because of what Toy Story 3... of what it represents as it being way too many Toy Story movies.
And now they're making a fifth one.
So, that's the only real issue with it.
They should have just stayed with 1 and 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Agreed. They should have just stayed with 1 and 2. However, I'm not upset about getting to meet Forky.
That's
I
fair.
am upset that now they sell toys that have the name Bonnie on the bottom of the foot that I'm not Andy.
So wait, they don't have both? Don't they have both
I don't think so.
in the
I haven't
show?
seen both.
In the
No.
movie? Don't
No,
don't
they
they have
don't. They
both?
just have Bonnie.
Oh. That sucks. That actually sucks.
Yeah. So now all the toys that come out have Bonnie on the foot.
That that's just sad, honestly.
I know, I hate it. Jasper, I swear to God. Oh yeah, rub up on me like you didn't just chomp down on my foot a minute ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, how do you
Rad
you know what else I think speaking of
Incredibles 2.
Yes, Incredibles 2. When is Incredibles 3? I know they've confirmed that it's happening. They just haven't like done a trailer yet.
Yeah.
Watch, it's going to be a long time like number 2 was.
I think it's going to be sooner. It's going to be
Oh
sooner.
God,
I
I
have
hope
mixed
it's sooner.
feelings about number 2 because like they have it so hyped up from the first one that they're going to do this villain,
And
and
they
it's like,
don't. I know. It's like they acknowledge him and then they not.
Well, I mean, I think like
Yeah.
part of that is because of the fact that in they did a video game like shortly after it came out called about in
Yep.
and that's why it's like if you want that then play that game. Incredibles.
It was on PC and my dad and I played the hell out of it.
Underminer? Is that
no, I'm sorry, I want a movie of it.
Yeah, Rise of the
Because
Underminer.
That would have been such a good
Yes.
movie.
Oh, it was on PS2? Why did I not have it?
Who knows?
I could have like I was obsessed with it and I wanted it so much, but we didn't get it. So, oh, maybe I should see if I can find it. I'm gonna look into it and see if I can find it at some point. Or you know what? That might be a thing to check. I might put in if it's not there, then not that. All games. Let's see if we can find it. Incredibles. That is one thing that I wish was better about GOG is that whenever I'm typing, it just I type too fast for it. Okay, so it's not on here. Okay. GOG wish list or GOG wish
I have
list.
to take the dog out, so I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. So community wish list. Okay. Games. This is what I want to see. Can I search? Incredible. Rise of the Underminer. Okay, I'm gonna add a point to that. Only 172 people want Incredibles Rise of the Underminer on GOG. How dare? Like, people would prefer... What is Incredible Toon Machine? That's like the only... that's like the highest thing that has Incredibles in it. What the hell is that? I'm getting distracted as fuck. Oh, it's...
Maybe we should end this.
Yeah, we should probably end it. The point is, like we said, for stop with the freaking remakes. Make original shit. Anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I have been Electric Ninja. He's been Jack. I think he's muted. He's been Joker.
I'm here.
Okay. And we will see you guys next time. But on...